Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Eugene and this is another episode of the Traveling Drummer's Diary Saga. This video will document my very first trip to Australia and New Zealand with Belphegor in 2018. The main purpose of these vlogs is entertainment and of course education. Although this episode will be more sightseeing focused, since Australia and New Zealand are such magnificent and exotic places to visit for a simple peasant boy like myself. As always, I'm gonna do my best to give you tips on how to act, behave, and survive on the road while being a musician. So strap in, my friends, and let's hit the road. The Down Under was the farthest I've traveled so far in my life. For us Europeans, usually it takes at least 2 times 10 to 11 long flights with a layover somewhere halfway through, like in China for example. Although the continent being enormous, most of it is
as empty as your soul.
So we just visited the main cities on the east coast this time, which were Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane, followed by 2 additional shows in New Zealand, Wellington and Auckland.
Uh-oh. Oh, they're aggressive. And I know that they like to shit on you. He's eating my snacks. Finally. What kind of animal is that? Ah, yeah, it's a pig. St. Mary Cathedral. Що за фігня? Коротше, не вміють вони тут освітлювати, бо видите, поосвітлювали тут дурні перила, а світло не направили на саму оперу. Тобто, як класно підсвічують Штефансдом. Подивіться, як Штефансдом файно видно у Відні вночі, а тут що, взагалі ніфіга не видно.
Tip number 89. Don't visit the Sydney Opera House in the middle of the night. You won't see jack shit.
Hello, Sydney. Йду бігати. Опять пробіжуся до опери. Це буде 10 км.
Tip number 90. Visit the Sydney Opera House during the day. You will see cool shit.
Добрий день, ми вас приветствуємо. Зараз йдемо на пляж. Bondi Beach. Океан там за горизонтом, кстати. Така велика синя маса. Я зарентив собі маску. Якийсь, коротше, француз, котрий мені дав маску. Казав «Пікефу», казав «Sharks». Але я ж не боюся, я що, не сикло. А нафіга вони тут пляж поставили? Кіт не можна тут сноркелити, не?
One good news for me on this trip was that Australia and New Zealand are very strict on importing any animal products from outside. Seems like they had enough of their own dangerous shit, am I right? Which meant we could not bring and use any of the pig blood and bones, which saved the trouble of wrapping and packing them like last time. You can check episode 19 for more details. Wanted to give a quick shout out to David Haley of Psychroptic for helping out with the backline, putting my drum kit together, as well as picking up and handling my rental Peisty cymbals from the local distributor. Felt very well treated and welcome. Cheers to the Aussie blokes from Desecrator that took me out for a mac and cheese filled patty burger. Yes, it was a real thing. We toured together back in 2016. You can check episodes 12 to 17 for that. Bumped into Ash Pearson, who opened on that night with Ryabchenko, as well as Dan Presland. Two fucking legends. That's all for Melbourne, off to Brisbane.
Я вас приветствую. Ми в Брисбені сьогодні. Я хочу вас привітати. Ми вийшли на новий уровень. У нас single room. Какая-то мікроволновка є. Якщо дадуть нам холодну піцу, полю її майонезом і розогрію. Що у нас тут? Воно. Юй, все. Я знаю, що я сьогодні буду робити. Я сьогодні прийму ванну. Так, тут зомбі. Не, тут утюг. Що у нас тут? Що ми зараз позаказуємо тут, блін? It's Mother's Day. Clock radio alarm. Television channels. London. Блін, bridge climb. Опять? Реально. What's your problem, punk? Was the home to famous crocodile hunter and Australian icon Steve Irwin. Вічна пам'ять, старий. Короче, взагалі тут дерьмо. Мені пофіг, у мене сингл комната, я щас звізда. Я вас приветствую. У нас є тут пивко. Crazy Aussie party. Типа, я так розумію, з цього моста много хто скакав. never be as cool as this cactus. Вроді є тут статуя Смога в аеропорту, бо я не знаю де.
The final stop on this tour is Auckland, New Zealand, which included the usual minimalistic downtown sightseeing. Honestly, not really much to report here. The next day after the show, we still had one day off before we left home. From what I recall, Auckland is known for being built on volcanoes. We stopped for a short visit to take a look around, but it was nothing crazy impressive. On the other hand, another thing that impressed me big time was the Piha beach visit on the morning of our departure. Back in 2018, for the little naive kid Eugene, this was one of the most scenic places I've seen in my life. Definitely made the top of my list. Most likely New Zealand is very rich on these places anyway, but if you're in the neighborhood, make sure you stop by, you won't regret it. Simply breathtaking. With this, we slowly wrap up the Middle-earth traveling saga. It's time to go home, Mr. Frodo. But just don't put your sunscreen away yet, because the summer heat endures, and so do our infernal rituals. We still got plenty of adventures to cover with Belphegor in 2018, so I hope to see you guys again with another episode in the near future. Till then, take care, stay healthy, Eugene, out. Impressed by this precision? Me too. This is all achievable thanks to the Foot Blaster triggers. Make sure that you head to footblaster.com and use the code Eugene in order to get a discount for your next Foot Blaster trigger purchase.
Crazy Aussie party.